Now I'll walk you through the series of bike improvement projects that we look at. So the first one up here is a package of 3 project corridors that the City of Tucson's doing. Bike boulevards are meant to be alternate parallel routes where it's less stress, less volume, more comfort for bikes to ride on. It's a special designation. You have to have certain signing, speed tables, traffic calming devices, and it's meant to be an incentive to get people off the big arterials where you have 30,000 cars and over into a less stressful environment. It's brilliant. It's a great complement to your transportation system because it provides a better refuge for less experienced and the less comfortable riders to still enjoy the experience. And from my standpoint, I'm not mixing and matching them with the high speed, high volume roadways. So the City of Tucson has got 3 individual routes, and I'm going to click on that to highlight. You'll see this blue or this aqua look. Hopefully that's bright enough for everybody to see it. That's one of the routes, and essentially they're going to convert it from a regular city street to a bike boulevard. Now that doesn't mean you can't drive on it. You still get to ride on it like normal, but it's going to be enhanced with traffic calming in various forms, additional signing, striping. It's a more encouraged environment. It has to have certain performance attributes to keep that bike boulevard designation. It's not unique to the city, but they've got a handful of these they're really pushing to go forward with. So that's one part of the project. The next one is this jig and jog that goes from south to north, and essentially I think that's Grant Road down on 6th Street. So it moves up, goes through these neighborhoods. One of the things on bike boulevards is there's an envisioned route, but they do some moving and modification on that based on ridership, feedback, best sections, connectivity, all those things. How's it going to be the most compatible and useful? Rather than always going in a perfectly straight line, you'll see how it goes through and connects. So this is all of you can see this jigs and jogs and follows this trail. That's based on public comment, feedback, connectivity, also where the hot crossings are on the major routes. We want to make sure we're using the infrastructure to the maximum way possible. This will be built as part of it. And then the third component is another east-west section down here, just north of 10th Street. So all 3 of these will be built at roughly the same time as one individual package. They'll put it out to the contractors. The City of Tucson a couple of years ago adopted a policy where they're going to do what's called an advanced pavement preservation treatment. Rather than going out and dropping stripe and signing on all beat up roads where you want people to ride, walk, and bike, they came through and said, we're going to do our pavement treatment, whether it's a coating, whether it's a mill and fill, whatever's necessary, we're going to make it a smoother surface to receive that bike treatment. So that's all been completed last fall, and they're going to probably look to get started with the construction activities on these bike boulevards sometime this spring, maybe this summer. The good part is they go fairly quickly. They're not long projects. They take roughly 6 to 9 months. So they'll get all 3 of these big boulevards in as one single project, probably by the end of the year, if all goes well. And you'll have miles of these improvements to be able to ride on.